market saturated with options, finding a credit card can be overwhelming. But don't stress, we got all the answers to your credit card woes right here on The Real. This is Ready, Set, Credit, yeah! Wow, here to break down everything for us is our favorite Budgetnista queen. Please welcome the Budgetnista, Tiffany Alicia. Tiffany! So happy to see you. Now, let's get right into it. What are the main things we should consider when we're looking for the right credit card?
So first things first, you really want to pay attention to the interest rate.
Yes.
I want you to understand that every time you swipe your card, you're taking out a loan. And you need to understand how much borrowing it's going to cost you.
Okay.
So second thing you really want to understand is your credit limit, especially if you're not going to pay off your credit card every month in full.
Okay.
You don't want your balance to be more than 30% of your limit. Anything over that, you're bringing down your score.
Oh, okay.
And the third thing that people don't really take into consideration, we were talking about this earlier, is your spending habits.
Yeah.
Are you someone who pays off your card in full every month like I do? Then your interest rate doesn't matter as much.
Yeah.
Or are you somebody who's going to swipe like big ticket items regularly? Well, then you definitely want to get a card with like incentives and reward points.
So every time I use a credit card, say for like McDonald's, that's not good, huh?
That's a loan. So you just literally took out a loan for that burger.
Oh, okay.
That's crazy when you think about it that way. So I have a question, Tiffany. Is there a way to see all the fees of a card before they end up on our bill?
Definitely, and you definitely should. You want to compare your credit cards before you pick a credit card. There's this great website, this great company called Credit Sesame. It's a resource site that's going to help you to compare fees. So here's some typical fees.
Okay.
There's balance transfer fees, cash advance fees. If you are going to make a payment by phone, there's a fee.
What?
If you're going to ask to increase your credit limit, there might be a fee associated with that.
Whoa.
Also, let's just say you're someone who pays a little late, or maybe you go over your limit. There are penalty fees associated. So you want to make sure that you're comparing these fees before you choose your card so you can choose the best card for you.
So
All right.
smart.
All right.
Nice. Okay, that's good. Now, I don't know, what should we look for if we're looking for a card with rewards? Like, for me, it's travel.
Yes,
what,
me too.
What card's good for that?
So incentives. So when you're looking for a card for the best incentives, you want to make sure that you pick a card that's really going to suit your lifestyle.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
So here are some typical rewards. There's travel, like we talked about.
Yes.
There's gas cards. There's cashback cards. There's gift cards. Even there's so many cards. You can get grocery
Groceries.
cards. Exactly. So you want to make sure that it fits your life. Also, that these are cards that you can earn those points easily and then redeem those points easily.
Yes. Yeah.
So if you're in the market for a new card and you're really trying to choose a reward card, you want to make sure that you do that comparison and use Credit Sesame. It's a great place to start comparing cards and choosing the best card for you.
Oh, wow.
Got it.
Okay.
And almost every store you go to now asks you to sign up for their credit card and to receive a discount on your purchase. So should you sign up for store credit cards, and is it worth it?
It's a no for me, dog.
Okay.
Right? So store credit cards honestly are the worst credit cards to get. Here are 3 reasons why. Reason number 1, when you get a store card, that interest rate is going to be much higher than a regular card. Number 2,
to know.
every time you apply for credit, a store card included, you're going to get a ding. It's called a hard inquiry on your credit score. And it can bring your card, especially with a store card, it can bring your score as low as 30 points less. Yeah. Even if you're not approved. So you can get denied and still lose points. What? And then number 3, with a store card, what's the purpose of a store card? But to use it, right?
Yeah.
So it encourages you to spend more and save less. So you might think to yourself, you're at the counter and you can save 20% on this purchase if you get a store card.
Yeah.
But then later, that same purchase is going to cost you 30% in interest because that's what that store card interest
That's why
rate
there
is.
was so pushed.
Yes. Sneaky. Sneaky. Okay, what is a decent interest rate that people should be looking out for? Like, what's a good
question,
rate?
So if you got good credit like moi, right, you're looking at the single digits or low, like maybe like 10%, low double digits.
Okay.
If your credit score is not so great, you might be 22% or higher. So that's why it's important to keep a good credit score. Yep.
Yeah. 22% interest rate, that is a lot.
Now, the thing about interest rates, once you have a card, can the interest rates go up? Because I sign up for a specific rate, but can it go up?
So typically, it won't go up, but so typically, here's the thing. If you have a fixed rate contract with a card, it's typically gonna stay that way for about 12 months, unless here are some ways that your interest rate can go up. 1, if you're late on a payment. Right? 2, if your promotional rate is expiring. And also, maybe you have a variable rate interest rate card, right? So what that means is that a variable rate APR means that your APR, your interest rate, is based upon what's happening in the financial world right now.
In the market.
Yeah, so exactly. So you might go up and down and fluctuate. So it's really beneficial for you to really stick to a fixed rate card, and for at least 12 months, you'll be locked into that rate.
Agreed.
Got it.
Fixed
That's
rate. Well, Tiffany, thank you so much
Thank
for
you for
stopping by.
having me.
You're always amazing.
Always.
As usual, I think we all learned something very valuable today.